Welcome back to another Professional Picks college basketball video. We did end up breaking even, losing a little bit to Juice last week, but the bet videos did do very well. We got Clemson heading to number 13, Virginia, for this Tuesday, February 28th. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. Really appreciate the interaction we've been seeing from you guys. Would like to get a little bit more, obviously. Um, got to send out some more winners. So that's why we got a video for you guys today. Looking at Clemson heading to number 13, Virginia, ACC matchup. Haven't bet too much on the ACC this year. The conference itself has just been really down in the last 3 or 4 seasons. It's really crazy how much they've fallen off. Used to seeing Duke at the very top. Louisville, who's just terrible this season. Regardless, we're in the ACC. Let's look at the Ken Palm rankings here. He's Virginia at 38, which is much lower than their AP poll rating. I disagree with Ken Palm on this one. I think Virginia is much better than the 38th overall ranked team in the country. And then he's got Clemson at 69. So pretty much just giving no respect to these ACC teams from Ken Palm. Clemson, pretty balanced team, but nothing really jumps off on the paper. Besides, they are a great free throw shooting team. I believe second in the country percentage wise. That's why they're so great at home this year. They're 14-1 at home because they shoot free throws extremely well. Pretty much seeing the home team get the free throw advantage in just about every matchup. But they're on the road in this one. Virginia does still have a top 30 rated defense. Even with how bad they've played this month, they've half of their losses on the entire season in the month of February. Lost their last two out to Boston College, North Carolina, two teams that they really shouldn't have lost to, but North Carolina was a total situational game where North Carolina's whole season's basically on the line. They had no quad one winnings going into that game. Really needed that win against Virginia, and we hit on North Carolina. Regardless, that doesn't make me think any less of Virginia here. I still think they're a great, just very balanced overall team, high IQ, doesn't make a lot of mistakes. Love betting on them at home. See here that they're 6-point favorites. It's about what we expected here. But I think this is a really good buy low situation on Virginia. Obviously, AP poll still has them 13, but they've not looked good. We mentioned their couple losses. They had a close game against Louisville, close game against Notre Dame, went to overtime with Duke. It's just really not been their month. So I think you buy low here on Virginia. They need to bounce back before the ACC tournament. You can't just expect when it's do or die time. Obviously, they're going to clinch March Madness, but you got to turn it around before the end of the season. They've looked awful these last 3 weeks. I still think they're one of the top teams in the country. I think they're going to turn around in this game. This is a just full confidence bet on Tony Bennett to turn this around here. Still 6-point spread, very big spread. For Clemson this year, 5-5 on the road, and that's in a pretty weak ACC, like we mentioned. You're able to pick up some wins against, say, Louisville, and just some of those bottom feeder teams in the ACC. So Clemson 5-5 on the road, as opposed to their 14-1 home record. Clear difference when Clemson plays on the road. And then you see pretty much the same thing for Virginia. Really great defensive team. They're 13-1 at home this year in a game that's pretty much must win from how they've played in this last month. And they really just need to make a statement. That's why I love the -6 here on Virginia. That's going to be our play. They haven't looked good, but this is one of the better teams in college basketball. Great situation, coming off of a couple losses. Finally get them back home here. Clemson fighting for one of the top spots in the ACC, but I just think there's still a pretty clear gap between these two teams, especially with how Virginia defends versus Clemson. Clemson has some good three-point shooters on the roster, but we've seen offensive not travel as well, whereas defensive teams really show up at home. And two big factors going into this pick, Virginia has the depth to make adjustments. Caden Shedrick Took him out of the starting lineup. I expect him to get a lot more minutes here. Virginia got out rebounded in their last two losses. Obviously, you got two good posts in PJ Hall and Hunter Tyson on Clemson. I think Caden Shedrick's going to come back into the lineup, just really help out on the glass. And that's all you really need from him. He's athletic enough to also guard the perimeter, where Clemson hits a lot of threes. They had 10 in their last game. So I think putting Caden Shedrick back into the lineup, getting him reintegrated into this team, getting into double-digit minutes is going to be huge. Um, Matches up well against Clemson, and I think taking him out of that starting lineup and really just decreasing his role has kind of led to Virginia falling off a little bit in the last month. I think Tony Bennett realizes that, gets him back in there, and they win the rebound matchup or the rebound battle in this one. They play great defense, and they start finally hitting some shots. So obviously, playing off the stats here, Virginia much better home team. Clemson not a great road team. Seen that about every game, but this is a buy low on Virginia. They've not looked good in the last month. I don't see Tony Bennett ending the month of February before heading into the ACC tournament on 3 straight losses. Looks just about as much as a must-win game for them as possible. I think they do it handily by double digits here at home. That's our pick. Let me know what you're taking in the comments. We only got the one pick for today, so then we'll jump to our promo with prize picks. You see there on the left, they'll match your first deposit up to $100 using the promo code PROPICKS. It's a daily fantasy app, so you can use it in betting illegal states. Give it a look if you haven't already. But thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you're taking in the comments. Got one unit on Virginia -6 for this Tuesday. Wish everybody good luck. Thanks for watching.